Interesting. The horse that I'm working on, is mine. Gift, Lala, Juju, Jordani, by Angel, Lejeune, Nevada, Lejeune. Horse of many names. Interesting, he's been working a lot harder. He's under proper work now. Well, not that he wasn't under proper work with me, but it was just not as much asked of him. And interesting, came out to just check him. And this area here, hamstring, both sides, was very sensitive. This one more than the other. It still is this side. The right side there was more sensitivity inside. He's going to walk there, and also this side. So the inner thigh muscles, the adductor. This leg is the one that's twisting slightly when he puts it down. He never used to. So look at that sensitivity. He's actually going to, should have got that big agitation smacking me with a tail. So I need to just lighten up here and get a release through before I do a massage. So if I can get him to release the tensions and then just get the endorphins into the system, then there will be less discomfort and he'll be able to let me do a proper massage. So part of the release therapy is it's based on acupressure, Jim Masterson, fascia, energy, just the whole bang shoot all rolled into one to suit what I'm intuitively feeling. Yeah, he is going to walk again, but he might let me get. There we go. But yeah, I keep missing this. It's not a stomp to kick; it's actually a stomp to release. Let's keep it there for a minute. See if he'll do it again. So under my fingers, I like to have both hands on the horse, sort of the poles and that, but just seeing as I'm filming. So what I'm doing here, my pressure it's quite intense. There's various ways to describe this in pounds and in what you feel, but each pressure is actually directly related to what the body tells you. I don't know if you can see him blinking, deep blinking. Oh no, he's just listening to somebody who's calling on the street. Okay, so look at his breathing and deepening. He's going to shake his head. He needs to blink. I'll show you now. Changing the pressure. There's the blink. The head shake. I need another blink, yeah. So the big thing is that keeping an eye on him, on his breathing, and then also on the sensation under my fingers. So what happens here is there's like sparks of energy, electricity flowing off my fingers sometimes. In this case, it's actually like there's like a worm under my fingers, tiny thin worm, and a strong one. And then the body pulsates underneath my hand, and then sometimes my hand pulsates. So we just wait. I change on my the sensation, and I'm going to just move them to show. I change the sensation here under these two fingers, maybe the third one, and then a bit of palm, just depending on what is required, just to get him into that zone. There he's going. He's straightened out, his body's straight, he's not thinking about anything else. And there's a pulse under my finger. You can't see the pulse, I always thought you could. I can, but you can't see it. But I think I feel it more than see it. So, tail's moving. There under my thumb, there's an activity. Under my base of my palm, there's activity. So the tail's swish. I'm going to let him go, and he should chew. He's cheering. He cried. No. He should chew or snort. Not going to. Okay, I'm going to go back. Go back there and just ask him to try and let it go, because he's obviously holding it in. I'm going to pause for a second because this might take a while. Okay, so we got a chew, but it was interesting. The chew appeared. The chew came after I did it. There's various names for it. It's the Logan point. I'm not going to show you. It's sort of under the tail. And then I don't know if you can hear the wind releasing. So he got a chew after I went to the Logan point. And then the breath is coming. So we should get another release shortly, a chewing release. Oh, he's now saying, okay, he's had enough. He needs to go. Big boy. We just want one more release, Papa. Papa. Come, Papa. One more. Oh, there's a head shake. Okay, it's very interesting. I don't know if I could just get this. It's not a fly. A lot of people say, oh, he's chasing flies. It's not a fly. These flies are flying around and they're not. Look at them sitting on his front legs. He's doing nothing with them. It is directly related to the... it's very interesting. This side, it's very uptight now about me working around this hamstring. Look at the tail swish. It's definitely telling me to stop. So I'm going to just switch off again. But just the big point is that he's cold here now. This area's got cold. Compared to the other side, he's quite warm. But this area just suddenly went cold. So I've got to work here and see what's going on with this hamstring. There's deep blinking. He's going to he's going to walk. So that would be the area I would need to work. And I would need both my hands to address it. So just a short interlude of what happens, why a body worker is required when your horse starts going into more work. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's me with my hat. I must say the winter clothes does not display very favorably for a shadow post picture. But yeah, Wendy from Quinn Horsemanship Therapy. I'm going to just address this hamstring with both hands. He'll let me do the sports massage now. Earlier he wouldn't have let me do the sports massage. So the sports massage is going to be along the lines, just as and across, and maybe some really pressings, holdings and things. But basically the lengthwise and then cross fiber, right all the way from here down and including inside the thigh. So I'll be focusing on that now. Yeah, and a box. Let's get a picture of your face. Come. Let's see. Chase the flies. Yeah.